Flush, Virginia here. So last time I read some poetry by John Keats, and I was really happy with how that came out. But this time I wanted to try reading something a little different. I do a little bit of writing myself, so I wanted to read a story that I've been working on for a couple of years now. I've kind of stopped working on it in the past year or so, and I was thinking maybe if I started reading it here, I'd get ideas on where to go forward. There's no name for it, and I don't know where it's going, but I have a couple chapters written, so I thought I'd read the first chapter to you all and see what you think. It's a bit confusing in places. There's a lot of internal dialogue. I've tried to do what I can to make it obvious that it's an internal dialogue, so if something seems out of place, it's probably the main character just talking to himself in his head. So anyway, if you have questions about it, go ahead and ask. I don't mind answering. So I'm going to go ahead and start now. I will try to read the first chapter. It's not that long, so I should be able to get it in one reading. So here it goes. He was bored with the boredom that happens when the love of your life is 12 hours away, and school is out, and the weather can't make up its mind. One day it's 60 degrees, the next it's 95. Rain is falling through the sunshine. Sunshine is peeking through the rain. Lightning flashes while he watched a kid run unexpectedly toward the ice cream truck, hoping for a Mickey Mouse bar. His parents worried about violent electric death. He watched the cats, Finn and O'Brien, scurry about chasing imaginary mice, swatting anything that moves. Eventually they stopped, wandering over to the sliding glass door and plopped down in the warming rays of the sun for yet another nap. A nap might be nice, he thought to himself. Then he remembered that he just got up from a nap. He was bored. Out of habit, he picked up his laptop, flipped open the screen, and logged on. Then he stopped, wondering what he was going to do, considering he had checked his email and fantasy baseball teams only 10 minutes ago, just before watching the cats play and the kids receive their icy delights. I haven't checked the weather yet today. He typed in the address and scanned the weather page. Silly, isn't it? I could walk outside and check the weather. What am I going to do today that it matters what the weather is anyway? Frustrated with himself, he closed the laptop, struggling to get up off the couch. I gotta get in shape. I'm hungry. He shuffled across the cool hardwood to the refrigerator. Quickly looking into the gold symbol of progress, he found nothing to eat. Lots of food and drink, but nothing to eat. Closing the door, he began opening cabinets with the full knowledge that he had not gone to the grocery store to buy anything within the past 30 minutes since he last checked these drawers. It's silly, really. What's next on my pointless routine? Oh yes, the cell phone. He snatched up the blue and gray cell phone and flipped it open. All these gadgets that flip, he thought to himself. I wish I could flip. If I could flip, I would flip all the time. I'd walk up to random strangers on the street and go, hey, you want to see something cool? And then I'd flip, just like that. People would love me. He scrolled through his options. 3 or 3 tabs you say it in 5. He always drove. It sort of annoyed him, but with her being delusional and all, he supposed he could bear with it. He grabbed his usual pocket fillers, doing a mental checklist as he went. Cell phone, check. Wallet overstuffed with receipts, check. Keys, check. He made sure the cats had food and water, turned off his bedroom light, making sure to keep the fan running, killed the living room lights, and headed into the hall of his apartment complex. Just as he was about to open the door into the outside, his neighbor, Mr. Perkins, opened the door to enter. "Well, hey there, Carol. How are you? The traffic is bad. Yeah, the traffic is bad. You've been sleeping. You've been sleeping, haven't you? My boss annoyed me today. He should be fired. Fired, and I could be the boss. Yep, that's what should happen." The man could fit more topics into a basic greeting than clowns and a VW bug. "Hello, Mr. Perkins. Yeah. Trying to squeeze in any response is basically impossible. Finally, Mr. Perkins had to stop for a breath, and Carol got his chance to get away from the conversation. "Well, Mr. Perkins, I gotta run. I'm meeting someone for dinner. Have a good evening." As he turned to walk toward his car, he could hear Mr. Perkins mumbling to himself, "Yep, the traffic is bad. The traffic is bad." Shaking his head and smiling, Carol walked to his white four-door. Nice car. Not luxury nice, but still nice. Sliding into the driver's seat, he put the key into the ignition and turned it. His favorite pop-punk band blared through the speakers, causing Carol to jump. "It never sounds this loud when I get out of the car," he thought. Quickly, he turned the volume down to a level his eardrums could handle without bleeding and found a song he liked, which he then immediately turned back up. As he pulled onto the main road, he began singing along to the rapid-fire lyrics. "Because on and off,